I feel harassed, alarmed.
You can't be harassed, you're an officer.
If you come back,
Arrest me now.
I will be arresting you
Arrest
for
me now.
harassment under
Arrest
the
me
Harassment
now.
Act, okay?
Arrest
Welcome to my channel, where we highlight misconduct, examine police and legal matters, defend rights, and push for accountability. This episode comes to us from Chose88. Be sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him proper credit for his work. Chose is outside Bulwell police station filming, and officers approach with an energy that suggests they have already decided he does not belong there. There is no real intention to understand the situation. They come in determined to steer things their way from the very first moment. The exchange relies heavily on body language and tone rather than any legitimate justification, and it does not take long before it moves in a direction that feels entirely disproportionate to what is actually occurring. The way it concludes speaks just as loudly as the way it started.
Security concern that you're taking
how's it
photographs
security?
and you're taking images and videos, as you're clearly doing right now,
Yeah.
of police officers coming and going, or police staff coming and going from this station.
That's correct.
Right? You could do anything with that information. You
Right,
could be
okay.
passing that on to anyone, and that is a massive security concern from our point of view. So, why are you doing it, and who are you?
Is photography illegal?
Photography is not illegal, no.
Am I on public?
You are on public.
That's all I need to know
You've
then.
clearly done your research.
I
Right?
have.
Okay.
I have.
I want you to answer my question. What
So
are you gonna
if
do?
I've done my
It's the
research,
third
and you
time
know
you've
I've done
been-
my
It's the
research.
third time you've been seen today taking pictures of staff members' cars coming in and out of this police station.
Right, okay.
So what are you doing with that information?
Taking photos.
Why?
Exactly.
Why?
Because I can. What makes you think I'm directly looking for
there's an
license
innocent-
plate?
If there is an innocent explanation,
Then
why
just-
are you not willing to pass it to us when I asked you?
Why?
nicely
Because it's
at
my
first?
right.
It's not
Why
your
were you
right.
not
It's
on
not
the-
your
It's my
right
right.
to stand here and take pictures of people's personal.
Are you saying it's not my right
No,
to
it's
stand?
not.
So
You
I
don't
can't
have
stand
a
in
right.
public.
You don't have an automatic right to be able to take pictures of people's personal. There's no
I
right
think you
that
need
says
to
that.
read up on
There's
photography.
No right. Okay, you tell me where that right is then. No right
I believe
that
your
says you're-
chief of police sent out.
They immediately label him as a risk, yet when pressed on basic details, their argument begins to unravel. Straightforward questions about legality and location should be easy to answer if their concern is genuine, but their responses do not match the position they are taking. One officer even goes so far as to suggest that there is no right to stand in a public space and take photographs, a claim that has no basis in any actual restriction and appears to be nothing more than a personal opinion presented as official policy. When Chose brings up guidance from within their own force regarding filming, it places them in an even more difficult position, because now they are contradicting not just public understanding, but their own organization's stated stance. At that point, it becomes evident that this was never really about correctly applying the law.
Firstly, none of you have identified yourselves.
I don't need to identify myself. You need to identify yourself.
Oh no, I don't. You're an officer of the. You're claiming to be an officer of the law, demanding that a random member of the public not be allowed to
You're
record.
not a random member of the public.
Well, I am.
You've made a choice to stand here and film police.
And you've made the choice to come out. I get your name and badge number.
Badge number's just there.
What's your name?
Badge number's there if you want it. You don't need to ask me questions. I need to ask you questions.
Okay,
what are you
then.
doing here?
Why is it weird for me to record license plates, but yet you have a police van there that's a camera van, I'm assuming, and yet the cars are on camera, I don't know, 300-400 times a day?
Sorry, I don't understand what your question is. What are you asking me?
Why is it weird for me to record a license plate, if that's what I was doing, that you're claiming that I was doing?
What?
But yeah, it's okay. But it's okay for you guys to record license
What are you
plate.
doing then? Because if that's not what you're doing, then I
I'm
don't need to
taking
ask that question,
photos.
do I? Of what?
Well, as he was coming out, I was taking a photo of the gate.
Another noticeable aspect is how they attempt to make the rules apply only one way. They are quick to demand his identity, yet none of them properly introduce themselves, failing to provide basic professional details such as their name, warrant number, or role. Dismissing that responsibility while insisting he must identify himself completely reverses the expectation of accountability. Those who wield authority are supposed to be transparent, not the citizens they engage with. When Chose questions why filming is treated with suspicion, particularly given that officers regularly capture images of vehicles and people as part of their duties, there is no meaningful response, only dismissal. That contrast exposes the inconsistency clearly. The same activity is acceptable when they do it, but suddenly becomes questionable when a member of the public does the same.
We're police officers, and you will appreciate that we have people that have issues with us, and having someone stand
Are you
outside
recording
with
as
a
well?
camera Having someone stand outside with a camera, claiming to be taking pictures of the fence, is going to be a concern for us as police officers.
Is it illegal? Is it illegal? It doesn't matter why I'm taking pictures.
It's not a matter of legal or illegal,
well, it is.
It? It's a matter of concern for our own personal safety and for the safety of the officers in here. It doesn't matter whether it's legal or not legal. We have the right to ask you what you're doing.
You have the right, but I don't have to tell you why.
Well, if you don't
because it's my personal reason.
Then we will just ask you to move on, and if we see you again, then you can be arrested.
But you can't.
For a breach of the peace.
But you can't move me on. I'm on public.
We can move you on from wherever I want to move you on from. It doesn't matter if you're on public, so why don't you go back and do your research?
I don't need to. Stepdad's a lawyer, got a master's degree, so...
You're telling me I can't move you on because you're in public, and yes, I can move you on.
Under what law?
To prevent a breach of the peace.
And what breach? What breach am I?
If we believe that your actions are causing a breach of the peace...
Well, then go back in and let me finish what I'm doing, and then...
It's not about me
then there's no officers.
I can't allow you to carry on doing what you're doing.
Well, then I'll just come back later.
Come back later then, and you'll be arrested.
Instead of pointing to any concrete grounds, she relies on how people might perceive the police, as though public sentiment can suddenly dictate what someone is allowed to do in a lawful space. When pressed on whether what he is doing is actually unlawful, brushing that question aside speaks volumes, because that is the one thing that should be clear if the intervention is justified. Then breach of the peace gets mentioned. But that authority is intended for situations involving a genuine risk of disorder or harm, not a calm interaction with no one else involved. Introducing the idea of arrest in that context only escalates matters, turning a serious power into a tool for coercion rather than something based on necessity. At that point, it is no longer about preventing anything real. It is about trying to force a result when there is no solid reason to do so.
Well then, unless I'm breaking the law, I'm not moving. It's that simple. Is it not that simple?
It's not that simple.
It is that simple.
It's not, because you don't have to break in law. Like my colleague said, we can move you on to prevent a breach of the peace.
But there is no breach of the peace.
That's not a law break. Well, that's our opinion on whether it is.
Well, then I'd like to request a supervisor.
When you said it's that simple whether you're breaking a law,
I'd like a supervisor then.
You don't demand what happens here. You don't ask us...
So you want me to move because you've demanded it?
Yes.
But you won't get a supervisor out because I've demanded it. A member of the public who pays your wages...
You don't pay my wages, no.
How do I not pay your wages?
You don't pay my wages. You don't give me any money, so no.
Well, it's public money. Laws on photography. Public law. If I'm in public, I can see it. Therefore, I can record it. Simple as that.
That's not public, is it?
But I'm on public.
Are you allowed to put your camera up against someone's window and film inside the house? You're not, are you?
If I can stand here...
No, you're not. You're not allowed to do that because...
But I'm on public.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're not allowed to look in someone's window.
You are.
No, you're not. That is...
Go research. Go research.
I don't need to. I already know. You need to research it.
Do I? Oh, okay. Alright. Fair enough. Let's agree to disagree on that.
No, I don't need to agree to disagree.
Okay.
What truly reveals their approach is when they reduce something like breach of the peace to being based on their own opinion, treating it as a flexible tool they can apply whenever they choose. But it is not. That power has a clear legal threshold tied to actual disorder or an imminent risk of it, not a personal judgment call. The same pattern reappears when he asks for a supervisor and is told he cannot insist on one, yet they feel comfortable dictating where he can and cannot be. That imbalance highlights how they view accountability as optional rather than essential. Then the point about the car park is raised, but from where he stands, that does not change anything. If he is in a public space, whatever is visible to him is generally acceptable to record.
How do I request the footage?
Request it.
Of course you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. Under the Freedom of Information Act.
No,
yes, you can.
No, you can't.
You're lying now. Yes, you are. Bullshitting. Clearly.
So you think you can request any evidence that we have?
Not any.
Well then.
Being detained, officer?
At the moment.
No? Oh, okay.
Stay here though while they talk.
Am I being detained?
Stay here a second.
Am I being detained?
I will detain you in a second if you don't
What
stop
for?
there.
What law?
Because they're having a chat, aren't they?
For what law? What law? Under what grounds?
Just go back down there.
I'm alright, don't touch me. That's battering. I'm not impeding my right to travel, officer.
Hey?
Right, if you come back to this police station
Yeah.
and I see you here again, right,
Yeah.
I am telling you that by your behaviour, I feel harassed, alarmed.
You can't be harassed, you're an officer.
Right, not true. I feel
You're an
harassed.
officer of the law.
I feel
Look it up.
harassed.
Look it up.
Right, I feel harassed.
Arrest me now then.
Right, Okay?
Arrest me now.
If you come back, arresting you for
Arrest me now.
harassment under
Arrest
the
me
Harassment
now.
Act, okay?
Arrest me now.
No, I'm telling you, you're not listening, are you?
Alright then.
If you come back,
Back.
right. If you continue and you come back and you start filming my vehicle again, I'm
What, you
telling
mean
you,
that one with the license plate?
I am telling you, I will nick you for harassment. Do anything with those images, okay?
Well, like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram,
Everything,
Twitter.
yeah, everything.
What
right?
about it?
We will be fining you, okay? And we'll be tracing your accounts.
When he is told he cannot request bodycam footage that does not align with the actual legal framework, there are established procedures such as a subject access request under the Data Protection Act 2018 that allow individuals to obtain recordings of themselves. So dismissing that suggests the officer either lacks knowledge or is unwilling to engage with it. The same inconsistency appears when they say he is not detained, but then immediately caution him not to move or he will be, which contradicts their own position since those two statements cannot logically coexist. The situation then escalates to claims of harassment, yet under the Protection from Harassment Act 1997, that requires a course of conduct, not a single instance of someone simply being present with a camera.
Bringing them up there for?
I was taking photos.
Yeah, why were you doing that?
'Cause
Because
I
you're
can.
causing them alarm. So you're causing them issues, yeah.
But I'm not there now.
I know, but you were, so I'm asking why you were.
Why? Because I was taking photos.
Yeah, you've just said that, why? I understand you were
Because I
taking photos. Why were you causing them alarm up there?
I wasn't causing them alarm.
You were, because they've just told me you were causing them alarm.
What, they told you or
Yes.
one of them told you?
Yeah, one of them told me. Yeah.
Right. Do you want me to tell you the whole incident rather than just what he said?
Tell me why,
Right.
why you're up there
So
filming.
I was up there, I was looking around some of the business
Yeah,
areas up there. There's one, I was taking photos of one place where they fix
yeah.
rides
Why
and
were you
stuff
doing
like that. I don't want him near me. He's aggressive.
Don't leave then. Go.
I don't want to leave.
Leave.
Come back. Oh, that's not a personal phone. Freedom of Information Act on that.
Go.
Don't touch me.
Lee, I haven't touched you. You
I'm
said
just
you
saying.
don't want him near you, so go.
Yeah, because I don't want him near me.
So go.
I was
You
on
don't
about
have-
him.
You don't need to stand outside the police station.
Am I free
do
to go
you?
then?
Go.
Free to go, free to stay.
Problem is,
Oh, freedom of information on that. Oh, that's not a personal phone.
it's a work phone.
Oh, that's alright
Doesn't
then.
matter. So, what, so you can take pictures of me, but I can't take
I'm in
pictures of you?
public.
I'm
You're
in
an
public.
officer of the law.
I'm in public.
You're on work.
I'm in public, yeah.
We learned something today, officers.
A license plate of a cop on YouTube,
Yeah.
people will know
Which is
that that's
public
a cop.
knowledge.
People know that that's a
Yeah,
cop.
you're making it public knowledge. It's not public knowledge to everyone, is it? It might be to people.
I could stand outside on my street, you drive past in your personal car, and I've got your number.
Get back in there now.
Yeah, no worries. Have a good day.
What stands out near the end is how quickly the situation becomes shaped by a complaint without any proper verification of what actually occurred. When someone offers to explain their side, and that is not genuinely considered, it reveals that the direction of the interaction was already determined before anything was clarified. When they return and begin photographing him, the reasoning provided does not hold up. Comparing their actions to him filming them misses a crucial distinction, as officers have defined legal powers and responsibilities, and using those powers should be based on a clear purpose, not mirrored behavior. Simply saying you filmed us, so we can film you is not a legal justification, but merely a reaction. By the time it concludes, the pattern is difficult to overlook. Decisions are made first, with explanations offered afterward to try and support them, whether through relying on complaints, stretching powers, or using comparisons that do not quite fit, and the interaction drifts further from anything clearly grounded, leaving an encounter driven more by perception and reaction than by a consistent application of the rules they are meant to follow. That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out Chose 88's channel linked in the description to show your support. Thanks for watching. This was my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.